Hey guys, Jeff Elbrecht here. I just wanted to welcome you to onlinebusinessplaza.com. And by now you've already had your way around the membership site. You've installed your Easy Sketch Pro 3 software. And I want to give you a quick little tutorial on exactly how easy that software is to use. If you need any further assistance on the installation, be sure to check my video on navigating your site. I'll put that link below this video. But by now, I'm assuming that you have it installed and all your image packs and everything installed, and we're ready to go. So let's just make a quick video here inside of Easy Sketch Pro 3 just to show you how easy it is. Very versatile, you get very creative with what you're going to do here. So let's see here. Let's go ahead and start creating. This is your blank canvas here. You can get creative with backgrounds and things like this, but right now let's just get kind of basic and let's do something like this here. Let's just grab some stuff here. Let's grab this picture. Once you have that in there, you can position that and resize it. For some reason, there we go. Okay, now see, I can size that. I can turn it around. Let's put that down in there. Let's do some text. Let's change the font here. Do something creative here. See how this looks. Well, okay, obviously we're going to have to downsize this a little bit. We can center it. Change the colors. All sorts of things in here. Let's make that green. And okay, and that puts that in here. Okay, so each element is going to be numbered. You can, the first thing is going to be drawn out first, and then the second thing, obviously. Let's stretch this. To there. Put that at the top. Okay, let's do some more images. Let's do something like this. Okay, so if I wanted to change the order of these, if I wanted this to be written out first, and then like this picture to be drawn next, and this one to be done second, all you're going to do is go into, let's see. Okay, you gotta get this highlighted and then click on it. A lot of this is just kind of clicking around. You're not going to break it. You can definitely just kind of play around. Sometimes things are hard to find. You just got to kind of play around with it to kind of get used to it. So this was number 3. We're going to make this number 2, and then click on this and right click to get this to number 1. Okay, so we're going to draw this first. This is going to be second, and this is going to be third. Okay, so let's take a look at, you can change your hands, whatever you want your hand to be here. If you want this to be a, let's say, the different types of pencils or crayons, that type of thing. Let's do that with a crayon. You can add a little bit of music. There's a huge library in here. You can also add music of your own. Let's just see what this says here. Okay, good. Let's do that. It's going to do that for the entire thing. Just take a second. Okay, now what else do we want to do? So let's take a preview of this and see how it looks. Okay, not so bad. All right, so you can also change things that, like if you go into properties here, for like this element right here of this first page, you can select, you know, how much time before it starts drawing from the last element it starts, you know, if it starts right away, how long it takes to draw it, how long it takes to fade in after it's drawn for the colors to fade in, and then how long after before the next one starts. Okay, so very versatile there. You can really organize things quickly with that. Yeah, and you can change things like if it's going to, you know, if it's going to fade out eventually, or if it's going to just stay there on the page, that type of thing. You can draw that by hand. You can drag it in by hand, fade it in, all sorts of things here. So if we were to drag that in, for instance, okay, we'll take a look at how that affects it. So click on preview. All this is drawn out. This is drug in like we told it to do. And then that's drawn in like that. Okay, easy stuff. And then, so this could be like your first page of the video. You can just continue, you can do your whole video on one page. You can, you know, have things be removed. Like we go into properties on this one and say, after you've drawn it, you know, half a second's gonna go by, and then you're gonna drag this out after, say, you know, about a half a second there. Okay, we're going to do that, and then what we can do is we can add another element here. Let's add some text. Let's say, let's see. Okay, and let's go ahead and center that. Make that bold. Let's change the color. Let's do it blue, something like that. And we can make this something fun like that, right? Make it a little bit bigger and click on OK. So this is going to be the fourth element, right? That's going to go something like right in there, okay? But they're not going to see that until after this number 3 is gone, okay? So what we're going to say is timing before. You want to maybe add like a little bit in here, so there's a little hesitation. Takes like 3 seconds to draw. That's all standard stuff there, and then we're going to leave that on. Draw by hand. Now let's try a fade in so you can see what that looks like. Okay, so let's preview this and just see how it's going to work out here. Okay, so we're dragging that in, drawing that, take it away, and then boom. Simple as that, right? Okay, so we have a video now. Let's save project. Okay, so we're going to save it as something like this, and we are going to, I want to save it to my desktop right there. Okay. Okay, great. So now what we're going to do is we're going to export this once you're done, so you can save it along the way, so you can bring it back in here. But when you're ready to actually publish this thing, you want to turn it into an MP4. So that's when you're going to export it. You're going to go to the same thing, to your desktop, and I'm going to show you why. And while it's doing that, it's going to replay it so you can see exactly what's going on. Okay, no, we don't want to open it, but I am going to grab it. So let me see. Okay, great. Let's drop this down. I'm going to bring this. I've got it on another screen here on my desktop. So once you have it on your desktop, here's a bonus tip here. Okay, to get your stuff ranked a little bit better on YouTube. Okay, so you would use some type of keyword in here for whatever your video is. Okay, so if it's a video on like a local florist shop or something like that, you're going to type in, you know, best florist in whatever city, that type of thing. You know, but for these purposes, we're just going to keep it the way it was. And you're going to go to details. Okay, and this is stuff that usually nobody ever does. All right, so we're going to take a look at what we need to do to give us some better Google juice out there. So we're going to title this. It's going to be something having to do with our keyword. And here, subtitle can be ESP sample video, just something a little bit different than the title. Give yourself five stars on the rating, and here's where you're going to add some tags. These are keywords, okay, for your business or whatever applies to you. If you know, if you're doing like for that example of that florist type thing, okay, so we're going to say best florist in Fort Collins, okay, and then we'll go to the next one, and we will say, yeah, just add some. See, I've done this before, so we can just add some keywords in here, add all that stuff, so that way it picks it up. Okay, and then in comments, you're just going to say a little bit about it. You know, if you and you would think this out a little bit and add, you know, anywhere from 100 to 300 words in here actually is what you can do to kind of help yourself out a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to save that, and then this is what you're going to actually upload to YouTube. Okay, so if I were to come over here to YouTube, and let's see, let's go to one of my channels here and click on this little upload button up here, upload a video. Okay, we can, let's see, I'll put this over here so I can drag it. Oops. Here we go. Okay, so you're just going to drag that in, boom, it's uploading. Okay, again, your title, put your description, same thing you put in the description on the file over there, and you're going to put in all kinds of keywords in here. Okay, you know, your same keywords that you were using before. Okay, up to, like, you know, anywhere from 8 to 10 is the best generally to use. Okay, and then quick description. This is all right, and then so that's processing at 95%. That's done. We can go ahead and publish this. And boom, we're in there. Okay, so then you have your share link here. Copy that, and this may not be ready, but let's take a look here. So then you got a link directly to your video on YouTube. Give yourself a like. That's all there is to it. All right, cool. So you've got your video on YouTube, and it's all ready to be distributed with your own link here. So hope that helped. If you need any other advice or questions about the software or any more advanced stuff, please reach out to me. I'm very accessible out there. We'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.